Beit She'an has a long and fascinating history. The city fully utilized the fertile lands and abundant water surrounding it, the climate favorable for agriculture, and its strategic geographic location at a crucial crossroads. Humans established their home at Tel Beit She'an as early as the 5th millennium BCE. Beit She'an played a central role in history due to its strategic position on the Via Maris, which connected Egypt to Mesopotamia, and at the junction of the Jordan Valley and Jezreel Valley. During the Bronze Age, it served as an administrative center for Egypt. In the Iron Age, it was a Jewish city in the Kingdom of Israel. In the Hellenistic period, it became a Greek city named Scythopolis, and settlement shifted from Tel Beit She'an to the area at its foot. The name's origin likely comes from the Canaanite god Shan. Despite the city's long history, we'll begin our visit with the remains from the Roman and Byzantine periods, as this is when the city expanded down from the Tel, and most of the impressive sites at the location date from this flourishing era. In 63 BCE, Pompey conquered Jerusalem, and the Hasmonean kingdom of Judea, including Beit She'an, came under Roman rule. Aulus Gabinius rebuilt Scythopolis as a Roman city. During the Roman period, the city was called Nysa Scythopolis, named after Nysa, who in Greek mythology was the nurse of Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility and patron of Beit She'an. The city served as the capital of the Decapolis in the early Roman period, even though the other cities were located east of the Jordan River. At the time of Pax Romana, the city flourished, as evidenced by the remains of massive construction. On Tel Beit She'an itself, no findings from the Roman period were discovered, except for a monumental temple at its summit. Throughout the Roman-Byzantine period, Scythopolis was a magnificent city with public buildings, bathhouses, entertainment facilities, markets, nymphaea, monumental gates, and intersecting main streets. Palladius Street. This columned street is the central artery of Scythopolis, built during the Roman period. It runs from southwest to northeast, stretching approximately 158 meters. The street is bordered on its northern-western side by an elevated walkway that once supported a colonnade. At the southern end of the street, near the theater, archaeologists discovered remains of a propylaeum, monumental gateway, that was later repurposed. This was a vibrant commercial street with shops built on both sides. At a depth of 1.80 meters beneath the pavement lies the city's sewage system that drains into Harod Stream. An inscription found on one of the columns reads, "In the days of Flavius Palladius Porphyrius, the magnificent governor, the colonnade was built together with the mosaic." This is why archaeologists named it Palladius Street. This impressive street, built in the mid-4th century CE with several later renovations, remained in use until the Great Earthquake of 749 CE. The Sigma. On the western side of the street lies a semicircular plaza. An inscription discovered at the site refers to it as Sigma, likely because the shape of the plaza resembled the Greek letter sigma. The Sigma served as a center for commerce and leisure. According to inscriptions found at the site, it was built during the time of Theosabius, governor of the province of Palestina Secunda, 507 CE. Surrounding the Sigma were 12 rooms or shops, as well as 3 apses on the sides and center of the plaza. In the center of the mosaic in one of the rooms appears a medallion depicting Tyche, the goddess of fortune of the city. She is portrayed as a woman wearing a crown resembling a crenellated wall with towers, and in her hand she holds a cornucopia filled with fruits and a date palm. Our next stop is Silvanus Street. during the Roman period, there was a street along this route, next to which a monumental column row supporting a portico was built. Parallel to the street, a pool was constructed with marble-lined walls. In the Byzantine period, at the beginning of the 6th century, a new street was paved over the Roman route. Above the pool, a new hall was built with its ceiling supported by the portico columns. Inscriptions found at the site mention a lawyer from Scythopolis named Silvanus, who was involved in the construction of the hall. This is why archaeologists refer to the street as Silvanus Street. During the early Muslim period, during the time of Caliph Hisham, the hall fell out of use. In its place, shops were built with a portico supported by columns and arches in front. During the earthquake of 749 CE, columns and buildings collapsed onto the street. A section of the shop facades has been restored and reconstructed, while the arches of the portico were left in the rubble as they were discovered during excavation. On the northern side of the street, near the junction with the Valley Street, Cardo, and Palladius Street, stands one of the most impressive structures in Scythopolis, the Nymphaeum. This monumental public fountain was built in the 2nd century CE and redesigned in the 4th century. At the center of the Nymphaeum is a curved niche with an elevated front platform, supported at the back by a lavishly decorated 2-story wall. The water from the fountain flowed into a pool in front of the structure, facing the street. Ornate decorative elements that have been preserved will be incorporated into the future restoration of the Nymphaeum. This magnificent water feature wasn't merely decorative, it served as a vital hub for the city's residents to gather, socialize, and collect water. The Nymphaeum's central location at the intersection of main streets underscores its importance in the daily life of ancient Scythopolis. Its ornate design with imported marble, columns, and decorative elements reflects the prosperity and cultural sophistication of the Roman city. A pleasant walk down the path will lead us to the Valley Street, above which stands the Tel that will be our final stop for this section. The Valley Street was paved during the Roman period, following the course of the Herod Stream, and leads from the center of the city to the northeastern gate. The street was paved with basalt slabs, and its importance is evident by the monumental design of the area. The steep staircase will take us back in time as we ascend the historic Tel. As we climb, we'll journey through millennia of human history, from the sophisticated urban center of Scythopolis at the foot of the hill to the ancient stronghold that witnessed the rise and fall of numerous civilizations. Each step brings us closer to the summit where the earliest chapters of Beit She'an's remarkable story began. Excavations at the Tel have revealed approximately 20 layers of settlements, the earliest dating to the Neolithic period, 5th millennium BCE, and the latest from the Middle Ages. 5 Canaanite temples built one atop the other were discovered here, along with public buildings, residential structures, a governor's residence, and basalt stelae with inscriptions from the period of Egyptian rule. At the summit of the hill, remains of a walled Canaanite city were found. This included a fortress, residential buildings, and administrative structures built by the kings of Israel, which were destroyed during the Assyrian conquest. During the Hellenistic period, the Tel was resettled. In the Roman period, a temple dedicated to Zeus was constructed on the site, from which large column drums and Corinthian capitals have been discovered. During the Byzantine period, a church was built on the summit, near residential buildings. In the Middle Ages, the Tel was surrounded by a wall, with an entrance gate on its western side. From the top of the Tel, visitors can enjoy a panoramic view of the ancient city and its surroundings. Here, with this inspirational view, we conclude the first part of our journey through ancient Beit She'an. Join us in the next episode as we explore the impressive amphitheater and the luxurious Roman bathhouses that once served as centers of social life in Scythopolis. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more archaeological explorations across Israel's historic sites. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time, and we'll see you in part 2.